This is the moment of truth. Still on justice for Mohbad. The moment of truth is here. You're about to hear confession. In fact, you're about to hear the unbelievable. Your ears are about to be full. Your ears are about to be filled up. Uh, I have always, believed it, and I will keep believing it, that the wicked would not go unpunished. But without the intentional efforts of the just, of the righteous, of the conscious, you will be hoping and keep hoping that the wicked will be punished. Maybe in the next 100 years, maybe in the next 50 years, but the wicked will go on and on until someone decides to address it. Right now, like I said, you'll be hearing what you have not heard before. In fact, my ears are already full. It's already filled up. This justice for Mohbad, it has really opened up the reality of it all. It has opened it all up. It has sort of like exposed, really exposed the truth of the matter. I am kind of like processing it, and human beings can be wicked. It doesn't matter if it's a family member, wife, fiance, girlfriend, legal or illegal wife, native law and custom wife, statutory, court wedding, whatever. Human beings can be evil. Human beings can be parasitic. Human beings can be, it's quite unbelievable. Anyway, you know how we do it on this platform. So it will not appear as if I'm the only one talking. I know you must be prepared for it. For a long time, your patience will not wear out. Your patience will not wear out. You've taken your time to process it. You've taken your time to digest it all up. The comment section on fire, people dropping their own bit of suggestion on what they think should be done. Some will be like, oh no, it is not Cynthia. Don't say anything, it's Cynthia. Some will say, oh, Mohbad's father. No, do not. No, it is not right. The man lost his son. Well, now you're about to hear the depth of it all. I think after you are done listening, you can then decide for yourself what you think about it all. Please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button.
And get an expert, a pathologist that can do the work. So we started scouting for a pathologist.
In the payments for this talks?
I think I've spoken with the moderators. Don't block. One of them was a forensic pathologist, and only one of them was a forensic. All of us were doing it. So we interjection continue, sir. So they said I should assist in scouting for that. All of us were doing it. So we got in touch with almost about 5 pathologists, and only one of them was a
Can you see where I have problem? Do you all now see where I have problem with all this stuff? Odumosu, when you were searching for pathology, this woman called Angela Wood, did they offer you guys pathology? Did you guys deny it? Why were you guys looking for a pathology that will cooperate with you guys shenanigans that will destroy this case? The reason why you say other pathologists were running is because they were not ready. They were not ready for this shenanigans. Because what you guys were looking for is somebody who will work towards the same result like the government. That is why you said every other pathology are running. Because I don't know what big fish is in this case that is chasing pathologists away. Pathologists are to find cause of death and take their money. You are telling me that somebody is going to threaten them. Like, I don't understand. It's because it is either the fact that you practically, you are being told by a woman or somebody to go get a pathology that cannot give us any result. With Odumosu plus Wumi and the whole family. Boom!
Forensic pathologist. So we settled for that. We had the negotiation. We wrote letter to him so that we can have something to hand on. Then, after the pathologist, for the forensic pathologist told us that, okay, this is how much I will collect if I have to do this, that he has gone round and he has seen that some people or the other pathologists didn't want to take over the case.
Guys, can you imagine? The pathology that you called is telling you that he has gone round and realized that other pathology didn't want to take the case. Guys, is Odumosu, are you making sense? You see, this is what Papariano was standing against. That all of you in Olori Ebi platform then were dragging Papariano. The same thing you guys were about to repeat during this time that they blamed Barrister Michael. And I said, hey, stop it there. Stop it there. Stop it there. Stop it there. You see, I want warn you, PS. Whoever, let me tell you something, right? All these guys you are working with, can't you see that the difference between me and them is too big? And I'm giving you the very last warning. Just because you are working with all these guys to bring Barrister Michael, all those things I have it with me, PS. You trying to sponsor Barrister Michael, all those things. Be careful, PS. Be careful. Be careful. Be what? Be careful. I am doing my own thing that I am doing, all right? And I'm not attached to any one of your goddamn fathers. Olori Burukuni, Emma Kodo Domio. Make una no near me. Una bad luck. Make una no carry am near me. Una bad luck. Make una no carry am near me. In the here so, make it enter your head, sink, go down. Carry am far away from me. Now, JJ, I did my own here. I did educate, impact people who believe in me. And I did rub minds with them. And I don't need any of you.
Those that, okay, this is how something.
Comment that. Please, not on anybody. Please.
They said I should assist in scouting for that. All of us were doing it. So we got in touch with almost about 5 pathologists, and only one of them was a forensic pathologist. So we settled for that. We had the negotiation. We wrote letter to him so that we can have something to hand on. Then, after the pathologist, for the forensic pathologist told us that, okay, this is how much I will collect if I have to do this, that he has gone round and he has seen that some people or the other pathologists didn't want to take over the case because they know that it is somehow to them. So we followed.
Can you imagine that statement? A pathology, in fact, Odumosu, you are speaking for this pathology. And I want to believe, I don't even listen to everything. there seems to be one connection, one sharing formula between you and this pathology. Because from what this man said, you don't even need to employ him anymore. You don't need to employ him anymore. Odumosu, what did this man tell you that is convincing before you guys paid him? This man, didn't he check Mohbad body and tell you guys that, okay, because he's supposed to check Mohbad body and see whether, okay, something that he wants to do or he doesn't want to do? Yes. He has to come and check the body, analyze it, and see whether, yes, it's something that, I mean, if they take to the lab, they're going to work out and something will come out. A pathologist telling you that he has gone around and he has seen that nobody wants to do Mohbad case. And he's the only one that has heart to do it. So he will charge you a lot of money. So that you make the money big. That is why you said that. Odumosu.
The 5 pathologists we contacted earlier, when they said, okay, we'll get back to you after their investigation.
Odumosu, when you were looking for pathology, why didn't you come to the public and see whether members of the public will not give you more than 10 pathologists? Why didn't you go to Berekete to ask him, let Berekete come out on the studio and I say, fellow Nigerian, they say pathology they run for Mohbad case, so I beg all of una will be pathology for Mohbad case. Sorry for Nigeria. I beg if any of una dey interested to do Mohbad case, I beg make una reach out to me. I swear more than 10 pathology will reach out to Berekete. And that is where I have problem with Baba Mohbad, Muyiwa, and Gurexi. I said, why did you take away this case from Berekete? There is no way this case will be given to Berekete and he will be given excuse that every pathologist is running. No. Somebody that has connection, that has voice, you take this case away from him. You not give to people that doesn't know nothing, doesn't have nothing. I mean, you see where we are now. You see where we are today now. You see? And everybody must know why we are where we are today.
Investigation or their inquiries, they will come back to tell us that àwọn alágbára no wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, mi ò fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ sí. But this gentleman said, well, on one condition I will take this matter. And what is the condition? My name must not be mentioned anywhere. So you have to keep this confidential for me.
What? You a professional in a case, Odumosu, you lied again. You lied, I beg. You lied. I beg, you lied. I not do again, I go, I not do again. This lie not too much. Odumosu, and it's because people are too desperate. How does Papariano brain work? That he understand those who are lying, those who are using, those who are scammers, those who are manipulative. Odumosu, I will say this before your face, you lied. Now, how did I say you lied? Examining Mohbad body is something, it's not something illegal. It's something that even the government has approved. It's something that at the end of the day, for whatever result that comes out of it, right? Whatever result that comes out of it, at the end of the day, is going to be taken serious if and only if the pathologist stand before the court and say my name is this and defend it before the court. So how can you say you are hiding your name, you are running? I don't understand. When at the end of the day, your name will still be out there. So who are you fooling? Who is fooling who? Who is chasing pathology? Or could we now say that same people chasing the pathologists are the one that make him to destroy the autopsy result because he know that he could have gotten the result, right? But because he's scared that they will come for his life, that's why he said it is inconclusive. God. You see, This is the first time I'm actually listening to Dumosu. I have never really enjoyed him, but this morning, you know, I walk, I go by how the Spirit leads me. Some just tell me, you know, just find a way to listen to this guy, right? And I'm doing this, and I'm listening to him, and I'm not saying. Even then, I didn't even notice what they were doing. But I came out and I warned against these people and these things. But same people that were behind this Odumosu pushing him. Right now, some of them, they are behind a different lawyer. They are always behind one lawyer or the other, pushing wrong narrative, and are ready to kill anybody who doesn't follow them or listen to them. And when the magic happen now, when the failure come, they will all run away. People would have spent their money, waste their time, use people, and then these people, they are gone. And they will even benefit from it. It's like they are just after what they will benefit from that contribution. They don't care about the end goal, whether we get justice or not. No. Everybody contribute your money. They just want to find something. Let's continue. Any addition or subtraction before I move on? Because here we always give room for question. If there's any question, please you can put it out. If there's any addition or subtraction, you can put it out before I continue. Any, you are disclosing Aloba's confidentiality. Oppose yourself in the same statement. Oh my shit.
His fee note, we sent it to the family, and the representative of the family requested a meeting with him, and we had a two-way call with the forensic pathologist. And the amount of money that was requested, he scaled it down. That no, we can't afford to pay this. There's no money, so we can only afford to pay this. And the man graciously said, "Okay, no problem, but there are a lot of things I have to do that will involve money in the case." So, and the man set out to do his work, and he did it sometimes into the night, in the evening. So that was how that was. The money that was paid was not paid to our law office. It was paid to the man directly to his account.
Odumosu, did you take percentage from that money? Odumosu, did you take percentage from that money? When the truth comes out, when the truth comes out.
So anybody now saying that the money was paid to us is a big liar.
Odumosu, so Joseph Aloba is a liar, right? All right. Okay. Okay now.
Okay. So are you Anne, can he tell us how much? Anne, can he tell us how much? Please.
Well, one of the conditions the man set for us is that he doesn't want his name or whatever was contained in his letter to be banded. But I can assure you that the day he comes to court to give that out, all this will be revealed. Because I've seen some.
We also know the amount paid. We don't want to know his name.
We only want the amount, not his name.
Okay.
We don't want to know his name.
The money that is being mentioned, I think it was paid to him. It was paid to him.
The 30
amount
million?
they say they paid to me was actually paid to the pathologist, not to
You
me.
mean the 30 million?
No, not 30 million, 15.
15 million.
15 million.
Okay, continue, sir.
So, and that was it. It wasn't paid to me, it was paid directly. Even as at the time we.
I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Once again, I'm sorry, sir. You just said 15 million, the amount being paid to the pathologist. Sorry, sir. For clarification, are you saying the money being paid for the autopsy is 15 million? Am I right, sir?
This somehow.
Can you hear me, sir?
We can hear you, Arisa.
Yeah, I can hear
think
you
he
now.
can hear you too.
You mean the money is 15 million, not 30 million?
Ooh, I can hear you. Sorry.
I said, do you mean the money is 15 million? It is not 30 million.
I think he's busy. That's why he's.
Okay. Anna Suko, I think you hear it clearer than I do. And I think it's Adufe, your fair that just interjecting now. Am I right?
Yes, it was an unfair.
Okay. I think he just said the money is 15 million, not 30 million, right?
Yes, that is what I want to clear there. That is why I asked him that question.
Yeah, it's 15
And
million.
he said it's 15 million, not 30 million that we were told.
Yeah, it's 15 million.
Okay.
Sorry.
You understand now?
The money is in that region. I can't, get the exact number now.
Okay, so
but it's in that
Okay.
region, and it was not paid to us.
All right, okay.
Okay. But it is that in the range of that 15 million, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so very much. I think I've gotten 2 good points to myself, and I want everybody to take note of that. The news been casting around, what we were told right from beginning was a sum of 5 million naira being paid to Barrister Odumosun. You understand who? And we heard now when he said the money is 2.8, not 5 million naira. That is one. Another thing, we were told 30 million naira for the autopsy. Now we found out it is 15 million, not 30 million. Please, let's just take note of that. You can go on,
my
sir.
brother. Arifa, let's recast what you just said. Not we were told. Buki Jesse said. Please, my brother, not we were told. Somebody passed out that information, indicting Barrister Odumosu. The person has a name. Buki Jesus said. Ejo, thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much, Crunchy Queen. Let me repeat myself then while we're waiting for Barrister Odumosu to come back. Buki Jesse comes out to tell the whole world that a sum of 30 million naira being paid for the autopsy. Now, we just find out from an insider. And another thing I just want you to all take note is this. Don't let's be biased. We need to be straightforward here tonight. I don't know, maybe tomorrow you may choose to be biased, but tonight, please don't be biased. Earlier on today, on Boda Latis platform, I could notice that Buki Jesse tried as much as possible not to mention a specific price being paid for anything apart from money being given to Odumosu. You understand? Buki Jesse tried as much as possible not to mention any amount of money except the money being paid to Barrister Odumosu. She said, and I quote, "I don't really remember the amount, but we pay." How can you pay and you don't remember the amount? That is one. Secondly, previously in all her videos, she has been trying as much as possible to tell the whole world nothing about the amount being paid. Barrister Odumosu, we are waiting. Please send in back your request. You understand? So, I just want you people to take note of that. You understand? While she was on phone with Boda Lati today, my aim is, I listen so very carefully so that I will hear the exact amount being paid for the autopsy and toxicology, and the amount being paid to Barrister to the SAN. Sanshitu, you understand? Those two things are highly important. Remember, Buki Jesse said, immediately they make the payment of the autopsy. No, sorry, pardon me. Immediately they make the payment of Barrister Shitu. The remaining money in the GoFundMe, all of them were collected by Barrister Odumosun, which means no more money in the GoFundMe. Shishi. $1 no data GoFundMe.
You are right.
$1 no data GoFundMe. You understand? So let's let's just prepare our questions. Let's prepare our minds. As Barrister Odumosu asked questions to answers, just like Mr. Muiwa have a lot of questions to answer. Likewise, Bukky Jesse.
Arifa, let me quickly interject. Mr. Mu.
Hey, somebody was blocked. What did the person do? Amount to anything at the end of the day. It doesn't take anyone anywhere. We are taking time. There is one thing that is so sure after, plan and done. After done and did, or plan and done, is to go to review process to see these mistakes, how it happened, how it was orchestrated. Then you learn from it. If you don't know how crimes are committed, how do you know how to unravel criminality? It's very, very important. This is justice for Mohbad, or justice for God's sake. And talking about justice is to unravel that injustice, that actual injustice. It is to unravel it. It must be unraveled. A lot of resistance will come, they will stand to be, but at the end of the day, they will all be broken down. They will be unraveled. So let's continue to listen.
Thank you.
Muyiwa said that in that GoFundMe, he said that there is still 8 million naira left in that GoFundMe. That was what he said. He said 8. Ayonfe, how do you mean?
Okay,
Stop calling me names, Ayonfe, please.
$8,000, right?
Continue what you are saying.
Okay.
Please stop that name calling. Please, I don't like.
Mr.
Welcome back. As you can see, the demise of Mohbad was used by family, friends to make money. Used to make money. That was all the intent. That is basically the intent. When I saw the guy called Gorexi, and I saw the other man in the US, and I saw, I knew that, and of course Mohbad's father too. And they say the humility of a poor man is as a result of condition. Let such a person have access to funds. Let such a person have access to finance, and then you will know for real the personality, the real person that you are dealing with. Immediately a little bit of cash touched the hands of Mohbad's father, he became someone that people did not know he was. And this is his true nature. He now has it. To him, this is power. To him, this is influence. At least he can put his hands in his pocket and comfortably bring out hundreds of naira notes, spend it comfortably without the need to bother where the next meal will come from. So if that is what it is, then now about the money spent, they wanted to find out because it is time for accountability. Mohbad's father appeared on Brekete Family TV and radio show, a platform that is dedicated to unravel mysteries, to decipher, to help, to get justice. Mohbad's father went there. 500,000 naira was to be given to him. It was not given. They said Mohbad's father is rich enough and he doesn't need this kind of help. That didn't go that well with him. He felt so sad and bitter because the reason he went to that Brekete is to get money. to be funded. He went there crying, I'm just an ordinary carpenter. But they said, all right, since the public is asking for accountability, can you bring your bank account, because we need to clarify this thing. Mohbad's father could not run away the second time. He knows if he does, Brekete will join forces with other people to request the FCC interrogate and probe him. He had no option than to release 2 accounts. I think there are 2 other accounts. He presented 2. Brekete looked at it and said, can you explain what transpired in this account? Mohbad's father, you do not appear like someone that needs funds. You do not appear as such. You don't appear as such. You don't appear as such. Well, he could not account for the money that transpired, that went through his account. He couldn't account for it. He couldn't tell what happened. He couldn't say anything. He was just saying, hey, what happened is that the person that is in charge of that account, the person that, but the man said, no, regardless, Baba Mohbad, you have been helped. We are talking about foreign currency. We are talking about the national currency, Naira. A lot of it filled up in Mohbad's father's account. Now, the account that Mohbad's father was to present, that he could not present, that account is heavy. Mohbad's father cannot explain. He didn't bring that account. Now, this is the reason why people started probing, questions are being asked, and now they can't tell us how much was paid for the private autopsy. From what we heard, they said that the man said he's going to do it for free. They said he said he's not going to request for this. They said he said whatever it is that he said or he didn't say. How was that money spent? You can as well be clear. X amount of money was spent on the private autopsy. This was given to the pathologist. That's how to go about these things. Oh, this was used for legal. This was used for logistics. This was used for this. This was used for miscellaneous expenses, which the public will ask, like, what is that miscellaneous expense? Then the public also want to know. Questions are being asked. They also want to know. It is important that they know. You must tell them how come money is no longer available in any of their accounts. Like, money is finished. If not for the good people who broke into this and really like made it clear to the public that certain services were free. Like, fees were not, it's not as if money was not paid for, like logistics and some other, yes. Anyway, so how much was paid to the SAN for legal fees? How much was paid? Is it true that you guys paid this amount or not? There was a time they did their accountability. That Famu Yuwa was the one talking. He said a certain amount of money, millions of naira, was paid as a retainer to a certain lawyer should any justice seeker, spokesperson, activist get into problem, such persons will get legal help, assistance from the said lawyer. Questions were raised. People asked, how true is this? Because when we had this problem, we did not get any support. So which lawyer did you give this money to? And how come this lawyer never ever helped anybody get out of detention? Questions. a lot of, I know that accountability will be a difficult thing, because a man that has not touched that amount of money, coming in contact with such amount of money, will be like a big deal, a big huge deal, huh? A big huge deal. A huge big deal. A huge big deal. Anyway, it's a serious issue right now. You heard what is being talked about, the analysis and the back and forth. We have people who are going to defend Mohbad's father today, tomorrow, and forever. They will not quit. They will not stop. They will keep defending Mohbad's father's interest. They will not stop talking about him. They will not stop. They will keep. Basically, they do not have any option. It will be, in fact, if everybody turns, because as it is right now, I think I don't think we have 2 or 3 voices speaking on behalf of Mohbad's father. I don't think it's more than that. 2 or 3 voices in a way still speaking on behalf of Mohbad's father, coming up with several excuses to why certain things are happening, or why he had to do some things, or at the end of the day, why can't you guys pity him? Why are you persecuting him? The person that you guys are supposed to focus upon, you are not focusing upon. The person that lost his son, why are you guys persecuting him? Rather, why don't you persecute those people